Okay, this is a reading for Taurus. It's your Native American medicine wheel for the first week of November. Okay, so we're going to check in with your mind and see how your mind is doing. We'll check in with your emotions and see how they're doing. We'll have a look at your spirituality and intuition. And then we'll take a look at your physical appearance and your health, okay, your body and your health. So I'll be pulling 4 cards, okay, and between the top and the bottom card, we'll see which is the most positive. And so the negative card will be an area to work on, and the same going from left to right and right to left. Whichever card is the most positive will point to an area, you know, that we need to perhaps be mindful of. So that's that. I've never seen anyone else do this spread, so happy to oblige. It's very popular, actually. Especially good for this time of year, you know. Thanksgiving. Oh, so tired. It's been an absolute day today. Lots of change that I wasn't anticipating. That card flipped up. Oh my god, that's how my day was. But it's done now. I'm gonna have a really nice heavy sleep, hopefully. Bit of tarot to chill out. Okay. Crap, I just dropped that on myself when I was waving the sage around. That's not a good idea. I don't want to burn my table. This day just needs to end, oh my god. If you had a day like that, Taurus, because I'm a Taurus, so maybe you're having the same kind of day, I don't know. This day just needs to end. Bad enough. Okay. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. Please give me 4 cards, 1 for Taurus's mind to begin with, okay? 1 for Taurus's mind. How is Taurus's mind in this first week of November? Ooh, sudden clarity, a revelation, major breakthrough. Okay, so that is incredibly positive for your mind. You know what you want, or you've realised, you know, that you've made it. The fog is clear. 1 for your emotions then. Sorry, I won't spin that round, it came out reversed. See, the 7 of Pentacles upright is reflecting on the past. It's looking back at what's already been cultivated, the seeds that have already been planted. It's all your hard work, okay? So when that's reversed, maybe you just feel like your work isn't done yet, you know, and it's not time to stop. Or maybe you're reflecting and you don't feel like you've I feel like it's like you haven't planted enough pentacles. You feel like the need to keep going, you know, emotionally. Emotions are different to logic, remember. Factually, you could have done plenty, right? perhaps you've done the most, but emotionally we can tell ourselves like you're not good enough, or you're not working enough, or you just need to put even more effort in. You know, that's how you get drained, okay? I don't think you can see that, can you? Why did that fit on before but not now? That's a bit confusing. Wait, let's go this way. Just to test me once more before the end of the day. Okay. Why did it fit on when I did the last reading? Hang on. It might be the setting that I've got my phone on. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. I'm doing it now. Right. Give me a whiff of that sage. Okay. 1 for spirituality, intuition and wisdom. Okay. Okay. There's a need for rest, okay? There's a need for rest because, oh my god, you don't have any more swords. Bloody hell. The 9 of Swords is a cycle of pain, fear, anxiety. When you start to lose faith, fear takes over, okay? And then you have less faith and you worry more, and you have less sense of control and you worry more, and you feel insecure and you worry more. You know, fear is a state of mind. It doesn't mean that's the reality. So there's a need to kind of like relinquish this like cerebral activity and stop overthinking. Okay, it's very important to take a break and switch off. You can do that by understanding that everything's in hand. The universe has everything in hand, okay? You're in good company. Whatever decisions need to be made, whatever trials and tribulations need to be overcome, they will be, okay? And you haven't got to do it all by yourself. If you're overwhelmed, take a break, okay? No, sometimes you're your own worst enemy, Taurus, and you'll do more thinking you're going to get more control or get more success, but sometimes there's only much you can achieve in a day. And there's only so much you should work yourself in a day. So just surrender that, you know. Reframe it as if like, I've done the most, I've probably done more than I need to, I deserve rest. Okay. Let's get one for your physical body. Yeah, look. Ooh. Going absolutely caned there. Everyone's, you know, fighting with each other, arguing with each other. So that can be within you or it can be externally. Now, in my personal circumstances today, it was external stuff that caused internal, you know, stresses and strains. It caused a lot of mental worry as well. So sometimes you're physically coming up against a very hostile environment, lots of change, lots of other things affecting your reality, lots of external influences. So, you know, the Hierophant is someone who's learned so many lessons that they can now teach others those lessons. It's about living a life of hardship to become a higher being. It's no good if you don't learn the lesson. You know, you may have thought you can do X amount, infinitesimal amount of work in a day before because you want that sense of completion, but maybe this is a bigger, you know, maybe it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, so we've got to pace ourselves, and this is coming out a lot for people at the moment. You can hear my voice is starting to go, because I'm working double time, talking in work all day as a teacher, and then I'm talking in the evenings because I want to, teaching about spirituality, wisdom, giving guidance. So it's talking, and if I'm not careful, okay, with the change in weather temperature outside, I'm going to push my luck. So I should be resting my voice, but something inside me likes the sense of achievement. Taurians are people who will slog the hard slog. We will shift that weight. We will just keep going, monotonously. And we're Taurus the bull, right? So we will just keep working hard, okay? And we're very muscular and we're very strong. And we're quite stubborn, and pig-headed, and, we're quite happy to get on and do. We like to hustle, but like everyone else, you reach a breaking point. So it's about pacing yourself. Bulls are very calm when they have a big pasture, to themselves. I love me time, and I need that. But in my immediate surroundings all day today, it wasn't calm, and it made me not calm internally. So, my refuge is knowing that I get to come home to a very calm. I'm lucky I have quite a calm household, because I'd literally lose it if I lived with, I've lived with students before and they were just outrageous, and that's fine if you're just going to lectures. But when you're working a professional job, that's not okay, because you're so burnt out by the time you get home. So it's just making sure that as we get pressure from outside, we release that pressure, turn the pressure valves, release some of that pressure. It's like when you let air out of a radiator, we need to do things like that, don't we, and decompress. Candlelit bubble baths, meditation, nature sounds. You can listen to meditative frequencies on YouTube, and lower the lighting, get the lamps on. Buy some lamps if you keep using big lights. You need to treat yourself to downtime, bring the mood right down, Candles in your bedroom instead of lamps, go for it, Burn nice aromas, get a humidifier that you can put some drops of, essential oils into, rub lavender on your feet. Treat yourself to a hot chocolate with marshmallows and cream, things that are just indulgent. It's the season of harsh weather, being ultra busy, getting run down, and then you're expected to party and go to celebrations and festivities as well. Is it any wonder that people get sick? Start taking your vitamins, start taking your echinacea. I've started it already. Echinacea's very good. It's a plant that's very good at increasing your white blood cell count. Okay, so you've got increased antibodies. Vitamins, you might think you got a really good diet, but who knows, there could be some essential things that you're missing out. So I'm starting to have healthier breakfast as well, instead of pastries or cooked breakfast. I'm starting to have porridge, because I know that it's so good for me, especially if I'm stressed. All that really helps with when you're starting to express stress or manifest it in your body. Yeah, I think you need to be really, really careful that you are not draining your body physically. Get your resilience up, get your sleep, be cozy, treat yourself, be indulgent, have a bubble bath with candles. maybe instead of using the computer, or instead of doing more work, or instead of socialising, you should just lie in your bed with like a couple of candles on, some nature sounds, hot water bottle, and rub your ankles with some oil. Just do something to chill out, you know. If you're a dude and you don't want to do stuff like that, go to the gym, but spend more time in the steam room, in the sauna. Like if you haven't got that at your gym, find one that does have that. You know, find somewhere where you can go and use facilities that help you to chill out. If you're like someone that's a builder, or you have some kind of trade, you will be aching by the end of the day. You know, you need to be chill. You don't want a hot tub, getting all your aches and pains, you know, loosened up. Steam room is so good for like slowing down your breathing. It makes it, because the high level of water vapor, the high humidity, you have to slow down your breathing, you know, and the heat makes you really dozy. And like, I think men do really well when they have things like massages, you know. We're too much about push ourselves in work, push ourselves socially, push ourselves in the gym. What about being good to yourself? What about treating your body, you know, like a temple, and thanking it and rewarding it for working so hard for you, you know, and give yourself positive self-talk. It's actually not possible to stop giving yourself negative self-talk until you do something like yoga. Hot yoga is really good. Sound baths. You're suddenly put into a state of like realising you don't think you're that stressed. You book in for a massage or reflexology or Reiki or something, and someone being really nice to you and like putting the lights low, putting like nice relaxing music on, massaging, and you realise you're actually in a state of being uptight, and you're not realising because you're like that all the time. So really actively and intentionally create a balancer to, you know, these intense periods of hyper productivity, and really do appreciate everything your body's doing for you, everything your brain. You know, make so many decisions in a day, and we just think that we should be able to do it, but it's important to congratulate yourself and thank yourself for coping, you know. I think something I noticed today was everyone was feeling it, everyone was feeling the same, so I know it's not something that's only affecting me, which gave me some sort of comfort. But then I thought, wow, we're all like really working hard, like, so yeah, we need to acknowledge it, you know, and reward it. The Lovers. Love lulls all sorrow and bewitches flesh. Oh my god, this is creepy, right? Every time I pull advice when I do the Native American medicine wheel, the advice matches like absolutely what I'm saying. If you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a partner who you're intimate with, instead of, you know, getting passionate, be sensual. Some people really don't know how to give a massage, and some people are amazing at them. You've got an absolute angel that you're dating or married to if they can massage you and treat you, get you into that meditative state that you need to be in. I'm telling you, it's rare, but if you get someone like that, I actually like giving massage because it relaxes me to do the massage. You know, so it's very beneficial. It's not like only one person gains from it and you can swap over. Do you know what I mean? But I just think sensuality's been lost somewhat, and again, people will turn lovemaking into like a sexual punishment and depravity, and it's not. That's very negative behaviour again. We need to treat each other's bodies like they are so special. Be so gentle, be so sensual. You know, tantalise them, thank them. The gentler we are with ourselves, the more heightened the experience. So why are we just, do you know what I mean? Brutalising our bodies with the gym, brutalising them with working hard, brutalising them with like rough sex. I'm sorry, but it's just not good enough. Let's go back to sensuality, please. Right, on that note, I will say, take care of your emotions and your physical body, okay? Because you're starting to lose faith and it's coming out in like you're skewing what's being achieved and you're scaling it down, but that's perception, okay? So don't do that. Don't self-deprecate, okay? And then obviously if you're doing that and you're losing faith and you're like, you know, telling yourself you're not achieving enough, that's going to make you run down, because when you have too much cortisol, you don't sleep very well, and then you get physical symptoms like aches and pains and tension. So reframe it and be like, I am really feeling it today. That means I worked really hard and I took on more pressure than I normally have to. I sorted out even more problems. I overcame even more difficult things. Because if you're feeling the intensity of that, then you should be congratulating yourself. You shouldn't be telling yourself that you should just be able to do it and why you're like struggling. That's perspective, okay? That's not reality. So don't skew things like that, Taurus. Don't do that. You deserve better than to speak to yourself like that, okay? Right, go and do your homework, Taurus, is to go and do those things tonight, okay? And do some really nice things that you wouldn't. I was doing a face muscle machine, like I bought it years ago. I've already used it a couple of times because I'm normally just so like hell bent on playing on the computer or doing work. Like my whole PGCE year, I was just doing work, like doing the most on top of work, on top of work. So I've been really like this half term been doing like pampery things that I would consider to be luxuries and things that I shouldn't, you know, spend time doing. You know, flopped on the bed, rubbing my ankles, you know, with oils, or like using, you know, these like treatments that I've bought, you know, that I just never have the time to do. So it's like, make the time. You have got the time, you're just not allowing yourself to do those things. So go and do it. That's an order. All right. Sometimes you just need someone else to tell you you've worked really hard. Okay. And then you let yourself off. You've worked really hard, Taurus. All right. Take care. Give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. Continue to support the channel. I get every notification. And I'm really, really grateful. Thank you. We're up to 91 subscribers on YouTube and 306 followers on TikTok. Can't believe it. I'm really, really happy. Hopefully we can get to 100 subs on YouTube by the end of this week, because I know the spread's really popular. And this is why, because somehow, guys, the beauty of the universe is that we don't really understand it all, but it resonates for me big style. So I hope it resonates for you too. Alright, see you in the next one. Sorry, Taurus, I forgot to read out the rest of this. That's so typical of me. Love lulls all sorrow and bewitches flesh, mind and breath, reminding me that I am unafraid of the unfurling winds of my eternity. Okay, so loving each other, very, very important of an evening, night time, even if it's the middle of the night, I don't care. But I need to come together with my person if I have one, okay? and I expect them to be attentive to my needs, and I want to be attentive to their needs, so we're in it together. Whatever we've gone through in the day, we have pillow talk, okay? Passionate, sensual exercises, because you thrive when you get these downtimes together. You get to come in together and you get to push the world back out. You keep those boundaries. Does that make sense? This is why relationships weaken, when people stop doing that and one person moves away from the other emotionally, physically, stops being intimate. I know there's reasons why people do that, and some people really don't feel like being intimate when they're extremely stressed in work. But I don't think that's Taurus. You need someone who matches you, that's going to continue to push out the external stresses, okay, and keep that circle of peace and protection and boundaries. Because you're fighting the good fight every day, do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to read that, because I started talking about it and then I got distracted. Alright, thanks Taurus.